Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos plays Danganronpa. Today, I think we need to talk to Kyoko. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However,
don't thank me just yet. The real battle is just ahead of us.
Yeah, true.
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal.
But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
That's actually kind of a good point, but apparently they had no choice but to accept, according to Kyoko. Huh?
because
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let. It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let their guard down, like I said.
So when was it they let their guard down?
so
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said that they hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right?
Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right?
Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airways seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult.
A reason?
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost, us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
it would seem
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that.
Yeah, that makes sense. As much sense as it can, I guess. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world.
But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely.
Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope Peaks, right? A certain concept.
You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair.
What? That sounds like a plot out of a video game. They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would advise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
But is that really their only reason for making us suffer? I mean, they're psychopaths?
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness.
What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it.
And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
indeed.
But it's precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
And Sakura ended up killing herself, but after she broke the door down, right?
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed.
So if they set you up, though, that's... I don't know. I guess there's no regulation against it. It seems like that should not be allowed. Because that is them trying to kill you. Not like I don't know. It's very much not us playing the game anymore. It's them making it so that you should be killed or about to be killed, but we, I guess, chose wrong. Well, they did choose wrong because none of us were actually them blackened, right? So yeah.
They began a trial that didn't have a right answer. Then they made me out to be the killer.
That didn't even work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who was also not the killer. And when that fact was exposed live on TV to the entire world outside, The mastermind had to accept our suggestion.
Indeed.
Or your suggestion, yeah. To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they had to defeat us in a perfect form.
In other words,
But they already failed then. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a stretch, I feel like. But then again, I guess it is, you know, a game. But it would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they violated their own regulation. But all that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me and another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally could not tell you were nervous. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I had shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
I mean, to be honest, I know they're making, I know what they're making Makoto out to be, right? He's, you know, people push him around. He does all the work. Doesn't really get much thanks for it in the end. But I can't say I would be much different when it comes to like being uneasy talking to like a mastermind of a killing game that I'm involved in, right? About trying to like get out of here and like have a final showdown, quote unquote. I'd probably crap myself. I would be like sick to my stomach probably, just out of fear, because I don't want to die. Anyway, we can't just relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have yet to win this time.
correct.
Or everything. I think I just misread that. I heard there was like a dialogue thing I can open up. How do I do that? It's X. It's not X. It's Y. It's not Y. Start. No. Yeah, because I skipped some dialogue by accident. Controls. Open script. There. Let's see. All we've done is learn another chance to fight. We have to win this time. I'm not sure what I exactly said, actually, but at the same time, I felt like I read it wrong. So, yeah, you're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There is no option except to win or die. That's also an option. There's two options. Before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but they voted to kill me, so I'm a little bit salty about that. But now we know who our enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
Right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in a dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Can I act like a ghost? To like scare them? Please? Get a white sheet, I'll put it over my head, and then I'll walk down the corridor to the dormitories going, ooh, you killed me! And then we'll do that for a couple years, just to drive them insane. Actually, what floor am I on? I am not on the right floor. Let's come down here, I guess? And you said they were in the dorms, right? It's Kyoko. She said they were in the dorms, yeah? They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Probably the dining hall? It's nighttime, but should I go knock on their doors? And suddenly we were greeted with hey, I'm not even gonna try to say that. You again? Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limits. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about.
I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah.
Is that Makoto?
No! It's the ghost of Makoto!
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Hero, I'm a ghost.
You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Thanks, this is my best trait.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Oh no, I am. I'm here to haunt you for the rest of your life. Everyone was there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. Friends is a stretch. I know, like one of them is. As soon as I saw their face, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
What's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto, he smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoo, shoo! Dots. And in a flash, my tears dried up. I just spent, I don't know, a day or two in the dumps. Hi, Hina. So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured out that since the trial was over, we had access to a new places again. And? No dice, all the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. Then where can we find new clues? Toko? You stink! Are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, every way you could be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. This smell is so smelly. Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. I win. She seems happy for some reason. Lovely.
Yo.
Makoto, what's it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world. Maybe I did, but it was full of dumpsters.
You know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo! Oh my god. She was dead by the time of this. Where's my phone? She was dead by the time of this game, right? Oh no, she died July 26, 2016. Okay. Huh. Also, she was 6'1". Amazing. Okay, anyways. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? Was that referenced in Japan, like the Japanese version of the game? Alright, you. I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me neither. You realize why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. You saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people could say that they had their lives saved by a computer program. Maybe back in the day, but I think these days, like a lot of medical stuff is done with the assistance of computers, so I imagine it was a learning experience for you. Alright, Kyoko.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in the extended happy reunion. Can I take a shower? We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But it's okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. Then, who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind. What? So you're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right, apparently. It was an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time, and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did
You
you say?
spotted the trap? Did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
however,
I went to an alternate timeline where Hina got pregnant with all our kids and saw that and had to go back in time to actually take this path. But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared, that's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here! For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later.
So, knowing all of this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Makuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind.
But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Every last mystery?
But
But we've been looking around all this time, and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Everyone? That's a fair reaction, I guess.
Hey! Who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with the way they are now. I'm fine living here forever, Master.
Toko, in an alternate timeline, you died. I'm assuming, like, seeing how we didn't have another trial, it may have been from natural causes, or... Yeah. I guess it must have been from natural causes, right? Because we had a trial for his suicide. For Sakura's suicide. So they said there was no class trials after that one, no more murderers. So I was gonna say I assume she killed herself in the alternate timeline, but I mean, let's it's kind of a dark thing to say, but let's take it for what it is, right? She's obsessed with Dickhead over there, and Dickhead had a kid with Hina, so with someone who is not exactly stable like Toko, has a breakdown like that after seeing something like that, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happened. But if there was no class trial, I don't know. I guess maybe Sakura was a special case? Maybe? I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Makuro and all the school mysteries.
That's a pretty tall freaking order.
Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll all solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that.
Huh?
I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone.
You can't agree? Why not?
I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his.
Hints.
Hehehehe. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyways, here's another hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, and all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in hopes since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Because it means one of the students is the mastermind.
Huh? But why?
So in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Makuro, and Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have to have had set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably kill Makuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in the Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game.
Then the mastermind is... There was 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Makuro, and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only one still alive, other people standing right here. Need that continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us? Oh, is it gonna be Hero?
You can't be serious.
Wait, you can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a ultimate, a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret?
but
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right.
Then maybe Monokuma is on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and action beforehand.
In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they'd directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still.
Oh, nighttime?
This is a school announcement. You've all probably
Yeah,
figured this
it's different.
out by
I was gonna say,
now,
is this the
but
same? No.
At this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Oh!
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Okay. I'm assuming that means all the locked rooms upstairs then.
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
Time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But
I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can only rely on myself and the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Bye.
well then. After making his final statement, Dickhead left the dining hall.
Yeah, Master! He didn't take me with him!
Hey.
Do you blame him?
Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream! Or coffee! You're totally useless! So bye.
With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. Now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right.
Which leaves Makoto, Hina, and me. Oh shit. Dots?
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Okay, that's not suspicious at all. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall.
Everyone's gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
'cause, I
But
mean,
up until now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else.
You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died.
Makoto? That's really nice of you to say.
but,
But still, I know I'm mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figure at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it on my own. Okay, see you later.
Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two. Just the two of us. Almost getting killed in this game. Bad songwriting. Anyways,
Indeed.
hi. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us.
I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
And I need to take a shower.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can just visit all the places we couldn't before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary.
With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be the one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that Mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the Mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. Well, if it isn't one of us and Monokuma was telling the truth, that means someone's not actually dead then. And then we can all escape together. Investigate. Oh, Jesus, we're already in the investigation? I guess we'll start by taking another look at Makuru's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed in a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as the metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but those were all, at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Makuru, then we'll know who the Mastermind is. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Nice! What's this? Oh, it's a list of where I need to check. Okay, well, we're not going to start the investigation today, because we're already like almost 30 minutes into the episode, but well, we can talk to ourselves right now about the potentials of who the Mastermind is. Now, if it is one of us, it's not Kyoko, it's not Makoto, obviously. Kyoko died in a timeline. Makoto would have been executed if not for alter ego. So, that leaves Toko, Douche-Canoe, and Hiro. I think Toko and Little B are too obvious of a choice. Toko in her base personality, not really so much. In her serial killer personality, Jill, too obvious. It's just too obvious. And Little B is literally like been a dick with no really redeeming factors throughout the entirety of the game, so also too obvious of a choice. That would leave Hiro, which would mean he would have been playing dumb this entirety of the game, which would make sense because good lord, he's just too goddamn stupid at some points to even really to exist, I think. I mean, he threw off the last trial at the beginning of it by arguing that Kyoko was in fact a ghost. So, I guess that might be a clue in its own right. But if it's not one of us, and Monokuma was in fact telling the truth about there only being 16 people in this place, then that means someone that's dead didn't actually die. Who could that possibly be? I don't know, because everyone had a pretty distinctive death, didn't they? Yeah, I actually don't know. Alright, well, I guess we're going to be getting into the investigation next time, and just go from there. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press like below if you're not subscribed yet. When you have my video section, check out some of the content, see if it's to your liking. If you're interested in live stream, twitch.tv/ChronosPlays, give my channel a follow to be notified when I go live. Either way, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day.